Geralt ran into an old friend, Kira Metz. Sorceress told the Witcher about a masked mage. Ciri had seemed to have taken shelter in his hideout. The Witcher set off to find it, with Kira in tow. Ciri had never reached the elven mage, yet the Wild Hunt had. The ghostly retinue was one step ahead of Geralt, or so it seemed. The Witcher felt that all was lost, until Kira gave him a new lead. The Crones of Crookback Bog.
She's a pesta, and now she's free. What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All-God, clearly. You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting.
So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us. You can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times, and they're like to get worse. All-God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try.
Oh, All-God, help a poor wretch in need. Pretty please.
How dare you disturb my divine rest, mortal?
I dare disturb it because I want your divine self to lift the, curse you cast. Those peasants really don't have.
They must bring worthy offerings or they shall face drought, driving hail, earthquakes, avalanches. I have spoken.
Avalanches? Here? Huh. How would that work? No answer from the All-God. Fine. We can finish our conversation when I A crack. Too small to pass through, but big enough for sound to come out. Something here. Where's that artifact Kira gave me?
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Listen here, lard-ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer. Maybe you'd care to go up top to see if you're still there.
Anything new?
Talk to your All-God, face to face.
And? Will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the All-God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Just when I was starting to miss you.
Fyke Isle's free of its curse.
And you withheld this news until now? Why? I gave you a Xenovox. But the curse, what was its source?
The dark spell clung to the spirit of Annabelle, the Lord's daughter. To free her and the Isle, Graham, her beloved, had to help me.
So it ended well.
I lifted the curse, so the island's clear. Annabelle's soul is free. Thing is, turned out she's a Pesta. Graham's dead.
And you failed to notice? You're losing your touch. Be that as it may, Fyke Isle is free of its curse. That's important. I'm almost inclined to say good work.
One thing's bothering me.
What?
Annabelle said Alexander was studying diseases. She mentioned Catriona. You knew this?
All the mages knew about it. Alexander was a highly regarded epidemiologist. I would have given anything for an opportunity to study his notes, but he guarded them jealously.
The lamp. What do you want to do with it?
As I said, you may keep it. I don't believe I shall need it anymore, given the Isle's been cleansed. I actually regret not going there with you. Perhaps we can make up for that lost time now.
All right. Time I was on my way.
Perhaps you'd stay just a bit longer? There's one small favor you might yet do for me.
What is it?
I put in an order for a few substances from Novigrad. The trader was due to be here yesterday, but has yet to arrive. Could you see what happened? The package is rather important to me.
Why not? I'll check the...
Thank you.
Heavy wheels. Merchant's wagon. Veered off the road at high speed. Doesn't bode well. Yeah, merchant traveling across Velen alone. No way that was gonna end well. Human. From an artery. Can't be far. Wouldn't have made it. Package still intact. Don't sense anything magic, though. Leftovers. Cuts of meat. Explain this one. Cataplepis. Wonder what spell requires that. Hid and waited for help. It never came. That's Velen for you. Show me what you got.
It's just when I was starting to miss you.
Got those, substances you wanted?
Splendid. I can finally begin my study of double arboreal racination patterns. But first, I'll...
Brew yourself a mug of mulled wine? Saw what the wagon was carrying. Exquisite meats, expensive wines, Zerrikanian spices. Not a speck of magic. Care to tell me what you're up to?
I would rather show you. But you must wait a bit.
Color me intrigued. Fine, I'll wait.
Then shoo, outside.
Gonna slip into something more comfortable?
Later. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Well, go on, out. You've been patient, thank you. It's almost ready.
Huh? If I wanted to see white mice, I'd just get drunk.
Note that I said almost. Now don't interrupt.
Became very faithful.
Third mouse. What happened to it?
The spell has a 66.67% chance of success. I always use one more than I need, just in case.
So where did... Kira, can I explain what's going on here?
Know the fairy tale about Cinderella?
Mm-hmm. True story it's based on, too. A Zoogle cropped up in a palace pond and ate Princess Cinderella whole. Left behind one slipper, so...
I beg you, not another word about Zoogles. Now, to return to the fairy tale. I'd like to escape these ghastly swamps for one magical night. I don't need a fairy godmother. I'll cast the spells myself. But I could use a Prince Charming. It just so happens you're the only decent
Sounds tempting. So tempting, I don't think I can refuse.
Before we go, there's one more thing.
Gotta transform a pumpkin into a carriage?
No. I shall transform... Don't wince. It'll only be an illusion, what?
Why not?
Then hold on tight.
Gavella Glam.
So, what do you think?
It's just right.
Well, off we go.
Faster. Hey-ya! Come on.
Yeah!
Whoa, Cinderella. We'll have a great fall.
As fast as you can. Try to catch me.
Slow now.
Congratulations. You'd make an excellent jockey.
If only I were a foot shorter and 5 stone lighter.
Well, yes. But then I'd not have invited you here. Now do you see why I needed those substances?
Could have just told me what this was about right up.
Geralt, run to the woods and fetch my shopping. I'd like to make dinner. Well, would you have helped?
If I'd known I'd get a glass of Zuberam dry in return, of course.
Well, well, never took you for a wine connoisseur.
Think witchers suck the marrow out of drowner bones and wash it down with puddle water?
More or less. Well, we've chatted long enough on empty stomachs. Let's dig in.
Must have cost you a small fortune. Sure you don't need me to pitch in?
Please, I manage. You know, a dozen eggs here, a cock or gander there. Besides, my finances are about to improve.
All right, I'm curious. We celebrating something?
Yes, a return to the living. But that's not what I wish to discuss. Thank you once again, Geralt, for your help with the tower. You were fabulous.
Not the first curse I've lifted.
But among the most difficult, correct? What happened on that island? Why I shiver at the thought. And the laboratory. I sincerely hope you burnt everything. The cages, the corpses, the papers.
Didn't destroy that workshop, if that's what you're asking. Didn't see any reason to.
If Alexander's findings were to fall into the wrong hands... Although, Fyke Isle has a terrible reputation. None even dare go there. Perhaps there's nothing to worry about. I'm sorry. Such a gloomy subject to broach. I simply shouldn't have, not during our romantic dinner.
Romantic? Thought we came here as friends.
Friends. With benefits. So...
Your fairy tale, your rules.
Really? Then close your eyes and count to 10.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, that's enough. Kira, wanna play hide and seek? Why not? A skirt? Guess we're playing hunt the hare, not hide and seek. Good. Won't have to fumble with fasteners. Shame. Could have kept her shoes on. Now where's that Cinderella gone to?
Found me. Congratulations.
Do I get a prize?
I've nothing on me. But I'll think of something. Know what they call that constellation in Zerrikania?
Dragon something, I bet.
No. It has a different name. A bit indecent, actually. Lean closer and I'll whisper it in your ear. Egfain Navir.
I just got roofied, bro.
Kira? Where? Put me to sleep with a spell. Means she's up to something. Fyke Isle. The tower. light. Top floor of the tower. So, found what you were looking for?
Yes, thanks for asking. How are you feeling? Sleep well?
What do you want with those papers?
Why, I aim to use them to continue important work that a man's tragic death put on hold. Alexander was studying the Catriona plague. I'll use his notes to produce medication, perhaps a cure, or at least a vaccine.
Strictly humanitarian motivations, is that it?
Nope, strictly selfish ones. The mighty would pay willingly for such a remedy. Can you imagine how much? Take Radovid, for instance. Why, he might even consider forgetting my past associations with the Lodge.
Radovid doesn't forget, and Radovid doesn't forgive, especially when it comes to sorceresses.
He'll make an exception for me. He'll have to. I have something he wants.
Please, you don't believe that.
Well, you believe Yennefer will stop treating you like a dog someday. Don't see me laughing. I'm going to see Radovid, tell him of this research, whether you like it or not.
This is suicide, Kira. You'll wind up tied to a stake, burned to bolster the morals of the masses while entertaining them.
Shut up for a moment and look at me. See this? Bedbugs, Geralt. Bloody bedbugs. I, Kira Metz, advisor to Foltest, a member of the Lodge of Sorceresses, have bedbugs. Think what you will, but I'll not stay in this bloody swamp one day more. Not one day. I shall cross the Pontar, and that means Radovid's men will find me sooner or later. Don't you understand?
Got another option. Go to Kaer Morhen.
You believe I'd be safe there?
Long as you don't piss Lambert off, yes. Emir, Radovid, neither will be able to reach you. Find little in the way of luxury there, but we do have clean sheets.
It's a long way, well beyond the dividing line. But if I keep to the woods until I reach the Kestrel Mountains, I should pass through unnoticed. So be it. Seems I find it hard to refuse you, handsome. You've clearly a notion of what women want, how they think.
So, see you at Kaer Morhen? Bed's free of bedbugs, mostly.
I long to be there already. See you, Geralt.
Whosoever finds the Baron's daughter will not go unrewarded.
What's the Baron like a new daughter? Got a few I can spare.
We'll get the old cook.
Hey, look. You.
What do you want?
Want to talk to the Peller.
Too late. We've got dibs on it.
Think you need to leave now.
Do we?
You do.
Well, let's go then. Sight.
Gotta wonder about a man who could get Edric's friends all worked up. Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils. Who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man. Nay, a wolf. Grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke, and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her. Old magic, born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more a Peller could do. Nay, no. But
spirits. Great. Fine with me.
Lost, must be found. Prince...
Those men must...
Without... Princess...
Fine.
But people...
Yeah. Lost your nerve? Here, go this way, I think. Here, princess. Come on, let's go see the Peller. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? This way, your grace.
Yo, what's up? Thanks for stopping by.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? Come on, take you back to the Peller. Misses you something awful. Where the hell did you go?
Bruh.
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
El Bozo, get ratioed.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow? You're no roach, but I bet we can be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Now give us a rest. Why, not even a white wolf princess? Flee not from the Pella for nowhere's.
Here's your gold, bro.
Goat of mine.
Can we talk about
Blood. We...
Fine. Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you. You must have noticed something.
The Pella's old, near blind. But Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown. Without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders. It seeks vengeance.
Botchling.
White wolf. Wise wolf. Catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the white wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Whatever I do, I gotta...
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
About to go beat some ass.
White wolf. Why?
Show me your wares.
Could use a few... So long.
Oh yeah, leveled up. Completely forgot about that. Oh, that's sick. Do I gotta hold it? I gotta try it out more. I gotta like try it in battle or something. because there's different like signs, I guess. So if I, let's see, I gotta have it like the second alternate version equipped. Argent.
There against the dark, stormy sky, Death, the severe master, will invite you to dance. You'll dance in the rain.
Lightning strike.
Yeet!
You know, Witcher, folk can say what they will.
I'm Usain Bolt in this shit, bro. Y'all some bitches.
Oswin, anyone see?
Believe I saw men.
What?
Fucking that's it.
My brother!
See what I can do.
Hurry now!
Damn it, lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Can't get out! Roof collapsed!
Coming to get you.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
Giving me no choice. They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Damn, he can right hook. Get comboed on, bruh.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
You knew they'd run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Gotta admit, I do think you're a prick. Not because you couldn't control them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I... It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
Don't much care what you have to say. I'm supposed to find your family, and I will, with your dead baby's help.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into... fucking what?
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel?
Take it.
He's like, do I take a shovel? Fucking no shit, Sherlock.
A bit further.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
These things are menaces. Look at that.
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes Garrity, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Stop picking up! Pick it up, you fat butt.
Merciful gods.
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
He said, oh, fuck. He fucked up. I mean, you did say I couldn't kill it. So, if you didn't want me to be a dick, that's cool. I'll just change this motherfucker into a leprechaun. You just gotta hold the bitch.
Spectres. Watching the scent attracting them.
Do something!
Time to test the new Yarden out.
He's writhing something fierce. Come. Oh. Quiet
I was like, time to test out the new Yarden sign.
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
You want to test Legends? Sick. I'm just here to go lift the curse.
More coming. Need to hurry.
on with it. We'll not wait till they devour us.
I hate getting combos. Give me a second, let me cast my spells.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her? What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this, lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again. By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Need a swift kick in the arse. Don't object to your white mug.
Let's go!
You, white one.
Giddy up.
That's it, Roach. This downpour's a bastard in it.
Giddy up. Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Might be worth looking around, though. Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Pero cuando salgas ya no vamos a tener la llave ahí, la tenemos que esconder más fuera. Que no le tenemos confianza al viejo de aquí enfrente. Porque bueno,
¿Ah?
la llave ya no la vamos a poner ahí, la vamos a esconder en otro lugar porque no le tengo confianza al viejo de enfrente. El papá de las muchachas
Why?
siempre me anda echando los perros a mí.
Los perros.
¿No sabes qué es eso?
No.
Bones have been here a while.
Cuando tú quieres con una mujer, anda atrás de ti.
Chewed on the saddle. Giant claw.
¿Ya entendiste?
Yes.
Horseshoes missing.
Okay.
Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
Mañana voy a ir a comprarte fruta. ¿Qué quieres que
Head
te
torn
traiga?
clear off.
¿Fruta o algo?
Takes incredible strength.
¿Cómo vuelves esas cochinas? ¿Qué es lo que necesitas?
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast.
Snacks.
Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. Come on. Fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? Other room.
Just need information. Looking for two women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height.
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is high. She's to my brother's place,
Cuando
not
vayas a bañar
but Mrs. Anne.
a hacer pipí, te lavas esa boca.
Though anywhere's better than the crow's perch with a baron.
Why?
Cause he beat her, sir.
Yo no mendiga y no
Beat
protesta.
Mrs. Anna, I mean. Everyone knew, but not a one.
No puedes, tu bolsa, mochila,
What happened to
esa bonita
Tamara's
no la
mother?
puedes poner arriba porque tiene que estar en el suelo.
Twere like this. Out moon it had risen high. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Owed Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara alerted, brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt. It's me, myself.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Miss...
Fine. What happened?
It grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Broke out in a cold sweat, and before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into our horses. Mine and Miss Tamara's got
The miss wanted to go back for a month.
What?
These
bird?
Aye.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be...
I'll do what I can. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace. Ugly bastard. Damn, you're ugly. Come on, Roach. How you like that silver? Come on, Roach. Take it easy.
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need?
A man who fears Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to...
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do not...
Seems like you could use a...
You'd not refuse. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle, there in the Circle of Stone.
The sooner we resolve this, the better.
He's always drinking. Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that.
See, all you gotta be sometimes at the Chad. Just be nice, be a Chad, and everyone likes you.
Witcher, a word, please.
Down.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is.
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
See the hollyhock there? Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit.
Got some information.
You've learned something? Any news for?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet.
Well, what do you want?
For you to tell me about Ciri.
When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, where he's still among the living. Ciri, go!
Oh, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all.
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I... At Kaer Morhen?
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads as I recall.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Know any of them potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horse.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on...
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that would...
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So...
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win,
I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. The date.
Ready?
That's it.
Man chop! Come on, Ciri, don't you embarrass us!
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
Take it! Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it.
Your sword is mine!
That'll be the day.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were he to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate.
Uh-oh. I know.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you...
Working on it.
And making piss poor.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. Ever play Gwent?
I do. And what's more,
Let's lay him.
not complete. I'm listening.
In the mood. Let's look.
Damn. He really does have a good deck. I'll give him that. That's solid.
You're not complete. I'm listening.
In the mood for... Let's let...
really did.
Man's only as good as his word. There's a lad, about as reasonable as an old mare, but he plays a devilish hand. In fact, I don't rightly know that you're ready for him.
Like you got soused last night too.
Well, bring out the gimp.
The gimp?
Well, that'll go wake them up now, won't it?
Wait, Witcher! When you find...
A ragdoll.
Shit, I'll sell it, bro. I need the money.
What do you say we hit the high road? Set out in search of fortune. I think they got scabies.
Need some armor. Need some more. So long.
What did I do to deserve it? Folk don't object to your white malt.
I'm like, they object all the time.
Come on.
That's it, Roach. Hey-ya! Giddy up.
Not another step, or there'll be...
Listen, behind you.
If you think I'm gonna fall for... Oh, you fucker! Arms! To arms! Monsters are coming! Thank you. If not for you, that would have been the end of us. Sure as spring. Son of a goat!
watching you.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal. The red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defense forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through.
Come through.
They near refuse. Let us cross the Poptar. Yes, they let this
Cat eyes. Mark of the devil.
The witch hunters defend us from us.
Greetings, Mark. Got a razor and shears? So long. Grit got a razor and shear. So long.
My bad, OG. My fault. My fault, OG. My fault.
Well, Richard.
Oh, apologies.
I'm looking for Tamara, the...
Wojtek.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment.
You're looking for me. And who might you be?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Your father's a vile man. You're angry and bitter. Can't blame you.
Why do you help him then? Why did you take this job?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing...
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell. That's how it started. We were alone, no one to help. Blood everywhere.
Sorry. Must have...
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the charge. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear...
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The Hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
Nibbles? That's the OG cat right there. Nibbles. Like on the gang, that's Nibbles.
Colonel File talks with you.
Everyone to me!
Long
to
live
me!
Eccentrics. Haven't pulled back out.
Quite the work my man's got, eh? Not half bad. Brought him a bucket of peelings yesterday.
Or lifeless. Move it. You know,
I know the price for their help.
Pox on a lot of you.
I'm listening.
Gave to...
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted.
Threw it away.
Still don't know anything
Well, will you stand there like...
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no hit. Common folk see witches.
Can't help wondering why you made a deal.
What could I do?
Rather...
How long?
The local Nilfgaardian garrison.
What of it? Even were I to it.
So long.
Pamparam. Pamparam.
Ooh!
You, white one, look like you got soused last night too.